Hello friends, it's Heather and I thought I would show you today how to make a watermark for your photos so that when you upload them into your online galleries like Bella Creations or the Flying Unicorn or even scrapbook.com or your blog or your Flickr account, you'll have your information so that if somebody decides to right click and save it, they'll also have your name or your blog address or whatever you'd like to have on there. You'll see I have a folder open here with an image in it, and I just wanted you to see where I'm going to be dragging my image from because that's how I'm going to open it instead of going to File and then looking for it. So I'm just going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to left click on my picture. Actually, maybe I can do it so you can see. So I'm going to left click and just drag it onto GIMP, and you can see the little box with the plus in it, and that's my image. And I just let go of my click there and got that out of the way. Here we go. And that dropped my photo here. Now I'm going to move my toolbox so that you can see my layer box here. And I'm just going to move it over. If you can't find your layer box or it's not showing up, all you have to do is go up here to Windows, to Dockable Dialogues, and scroll down till you find Layers. You'll also be able to find your brushes here, your patterns, your fonts, your buffers, anything that you need pretty much. Your history of images, your document history, which is kind of nice. So if you want to fix, work on something you worked on before, you can. I was just going to show you real quick. Like here's a bunch of different things I've worked on, and it's easy. Just click through and find what you want. All right, so let's go back to my image here. I'm going to go to the text tool and use that. I'm going to move the layers out of the way because we really don't need this at the moment, because when you're using the text tool it'll just automatically add a layer for you. Alright, you'll see that I have the color white, and I'm going to click on that. I left clicked once and this text color box shows up. I can change it to black and hit OK. You'll notice that the color changed to black here, and it also changed the foreground color in my toolbox. So like if I wanted to paint or something, oops, not with that brush apparently, oops, sorry about that. Let me get a different regular brush. So if I were to paint, it would be black. So I'm going to edit and undo that. And I'm going to go back to the text tool, and I'm actually going to change this back to white. So again, I just left click and my text color box shows up, and I'm going to go to white. These are just different depending on what you've saved. So if I have white here, or let's say I do this pink and I hit this little arrow, it says add the current color to the color history, it's going to save it right there. So I'll just have that pink, but I want white, and I'm going to hit OK, and so now my text will be white. I'm going to go ahead and start typing, and I'm just going to put Heather A. Hudson, and I'm going to return and then put copyright 2011, and then I'm going to put My Artistic Adventures and make sure I spell it right. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and close this. You don't have to have 3 lines, you can just have 2 or 1. It can say whatever you want it to say. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit smaller by hitting the little arrow that makes it small. You can make it bigger. You'll notice this is pixel size. If I wanted, I could change it into inches or these other different ones, millimeters, points, I guess. I'm not sure what the other ones all stand for, but I know what pixels are, so I'll just stick with pixels or inches. So I'm going to go ahead and come back over here, and you'll notice right here the justify, I currently have it set to justify left. You can click on this button, it'll justify it to the right, meaning everything will go over to the right. But I really want it centered. So there you go. So now all 3 lines are centered. And I'm going to use, if you look at my mouse right now, it's kind of the same. It is the same as the move symbol, which is right here. So you know you're moving your text. And that little text box is going to show up every time you move it, which is okay. So that's pretty much good, I think. I like it there. Maybe I'll move it down a little bit. There we go. Hit close. And I'm going to go ahead and save this. Hit File, Save As. I got my Save As. I'm going to save it as Heather's Flowers. So I'm going to spell it right. And I'm going to save it as a JPEG. So it's a dot or period JPG. And I'm going to go down here to save. And I'm going to, it says a file already exists. And I'm going to go ahead and replace it. And that's okay. For you, you should get that. It's just I had already done a video earlier and I decided to redo it because I didn't like the first one. Maybe it was the second or the third. I can't remember. But this box shows up next. You just hit export. And then you're going to have this save as a JPEG also show up. And you just hit save. And so now it's going to save. And it will look like this. There's flowers right there. And just so you know, these are flowers I picked out of my garden that grew this summer. And I just picked these, I think it was Thursday. And I took a picture of them because it's pretty much the last pick of the season. I love the way the hydrangeas look. They dry and they'll stay this way and they look really pretty. Here they're fresh, but now they're dried up. All right, well that is it. If you have any questions, you can send me an email at heatherahudson@gmail.com, or you can visit my blog and send me a message that way, or send me one through Bella Creations. However you want to get a hold of me, that's fine. I'm not sure if I'll do another tutorial on another way to do this because I have a couple minutes left. So maybe I'll go ahead and let's play around here for a minute. I'm going to bring my layers box up. I'm going to turn this eye off so you can no longer see that and that's not visible. And I'm going to do the letter text again. And actually, how about for fun, since I got a couple minutes, I'll use the color picker tool. So I've got my color picker tool, and I'm going to go to my background color, or my layer here of the image, and I'm going to click on that rose and get that pretty red color. Alright, now I'm going to go to the text. You'll see the red is there, and I'm just going to write one Heather A. Hudson and close. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just by clicking on that. I'm going to go ahead and move this a little and close that. Move this down and close. And I can save this as well. File, save as, and I'll do this as flowers. I'll do number 3 because I know I've got a couple. And then period JPG for JPEG. And I'm going to save. This is going to pop up and export. And our save as a JPEG will open, and you hit save. And you're done. Now if I go here, I should be able to find, let's see, where would it be? Heather's Flowers 3. Somewhere in here. Let's refresh it. Either way, it doesn't matter. There it is. Right there. So that's where it'll be. Wherever you save it to is where it's going to show up, but I'm just using the same file it opened from. Alright, well that's it. So send me an email or send me a message through YouTube or through Bella's. Again, however you like. And let me know if this helped you or if you got any other questions. Thanks. Have a great night. Or day, I guess. Bye.